You start with a company that builds a box. And in practice, this box, they probably dress it up to look like a life-changing, world-altering protocol that's going to replace all the big banks in 38 days or whatever. Maybe for now, actually ignore what it does or pretend it does literally nothing. It's just a box. So what this protocol is, it's called Protocol X. It's a box, and you can take a token, you can take Ethereum, you can put it in the box, and you can take it out of the box. Like, you put it into the box, and you get an IOU for having put it in the box, and then you can redeem that IOU back out for the token. So far what we've described is the world's dumbest ETF or ADR or something like that. It doesn't do anything but let you put things in it if you so chose. And then this protocol issues a token. We'll call it whatever, X token. And X token promises that anything cool that happens because of this box is going to ultimately be usable by, governance vote of holders of the X tokens. They can vote on what to do with any proceeds or other cool things that happen from this box. And of course, so far we haven't exactly given a compelling reason for why there ever would be any proceeds from this box. But I don't know, maybe there will be.
By the way, from like first principles, it should be zero, but okay.
Sure. Okay. I completely reasonable comment.
That's not quite true, but it when you describe it in this totally cynical way, it sounds like it should be zero, but go on.
Describe it this way. You might think, for instance, that in 5 minutes with an internet connection, you could create such a box and such a token, and that it should reflect it should be worth $180 or something market cap for that effort that you put into it. In the world that we're in, if you do this, everyone's going to be like, ooh, box token. Maybe it's cool. If you buy a box token, that's going to appear on Twitter and it'll have a $20 million market cap. So, sophisticated traders and or people on crypto Twitter or other sort of similar parties go and put $200 million in the box collectively, and they start getting these X tokens for it, right? And now all of a sudden everyone's like, wow, people just decide to put $200 million in the box. This is a pretty cool box, right? This is a valuable box, as demonstrated by all the money that people have apparently decided should be in the box. And who are we to say that they're wrong about that? This is, I mean, boxes can be great. Look, I love boxes as much as the next guy, right? And so what happens now, all of a sudden people are kind of recalibrating. It's like, well, $20 million, that's it? That market cap for this box, and it's been 48 hours and it already has $200 million, including from sophisticated players in it. They're come on, that's too low, right? And so then, X token price goes way up, and now it's a $130 million market cap token because of, the bullishness of people's usage of the box. And now all of a sudden, of course, the smart money, it's oh, wow, this thing's now yielding 60% a year in X tokens. Of course, I'll take my 60% yield. Right. So they pour another $300 million in the box, and you get a cycle, and then it goes to infinity, and then everyone makes money.
I think of myself as a fairly cynical person, and that was so much more cynical than how I would have described farming. You're just well, I'm in the Ponzi business and it's pretty good.
At no point did any of this require any sort of economic case. It's just other people put money in the box, and so I'm going to too, and then it's more valuable, so I'm going to put more money in. And at no point in the cycle did it seem to describe any sort of economic purpose.
Okay, so you've got this box is kind of dumb, but what's the end game, right? This box is worth zero, obviously, and that you can't keep this market cap or something. But on the other hand, if everyone kind of now thinks that this box token is worth about $1 billion market cap, that's what people are pricing it at, and it sort of has that market cap. Everyone's going to market to market. In fact, you can even finance this, right? You can put X token in a borrow lending protocol and borrow dollars with it.
What? Why were we shocked when FTX collapsed? And this thing went viral. Everybody was talking about this interview. The dude literally explained his scam.
This interview was conducted on Bloomberg. It wasn't like this was on just some no-name podcast. I mean, he kept using the word smart money or sophisticated money. What sophistication was involved in this? He was running a Ponzi scheme. They called him out on this 6 months ago, and people somehow are shocked that the FTX was purely a Ponzi scheme.
He literally bought his get out of jail free card. And my question is, what the hell did the cool box, what did that do for society?